got started in this business, we were very skeptical. I come from a very high-level industry. I was CEO of 2 large companies. So when I first came here, we were very, very skeptical. Just like all of you. We thought this was another rinky-dink, door-to-door, illegal, multi-level, right? Last business you get into before you commit suicide kind of thing. That's what I thought this was. So we checked it out. Just so you know, we checked this company out for 7 months. Because I didn't want to put my name on anything that was bad. And this is what we came back with. I mean, it was awesome. We couldn't, after 7 months, what got me interested was the product. It helped my partner, Dr. Lee. It helped my other business associate, Dr. Wong. It helped my family. The water had great effects on my mom. I mean, it really helped them, right? Now, that's not what got me involved. What got me involved was the money. But it was the product. I was telling my guys, this is a trend product. It's a trend movement. This is the next kitchen appliance. There's no question about it. It's a product that moves. It's a paradigm shift. It's on the pot. It's not just a product. It's a product that shifts consumer habits. And it's on the positive side of a paradigm shift. A paradigm shift happens out there all the time. You don't know it because it happens underneath your feet. You know, we're too busy living, okay? Let me show you some paradigm shifts. What happened to Thomas Brothers map when GPS came out? Took them out of business. You have to be my age to remember this. Look what happened to pagers and phone booths when cell phones came out. The paradigm shifted, boom, took out. The taxi cab industry, did you know that the yellow cab went down 70% when Uber and Lyft came out? Look what's happening with retail stores going out of business because of online shopping. The paradigm shift keeps happening, okay? Look what happened. Look how much business Airbnb took from the hotel and motel industry. Let me show you a couple of paradigm shifts that's happening underneath your feet right now. There's no question, there'll come a generation that won't know that gas-powered automobiles existed because the paradigm's gonna shift, okay? Look what's happening with social media right now. I mean, it's crazy. Let me show you one paradigm shift that's going to happen. There's no question about it. Bottled water is going to move to ionizers, and it's big. Take a look at the bottled water industry. I mean, it is in billions of dollars. And if you take a look at this, look at that. Even the Philippines spends $2 billion. They can't spend that. They're not that rich. Unbelievable how much money is being spent on bottled water. And it's going to shift. No question about it. And it's going to go to ionizers. Now, if you look at the Market Watch and Digital Journal, they're saying that the ionizer, which is at 1.3 billion right now, it's going to go to 1.7 billion by 2028. That's huge for all of us. But let me give you something, because I think they're wrong. I've made predictions for Enagic for 16 years, and I've been on target all the time, okay? Let me tell you something. Enagic will do 1.7 billion by themselves. There's the top alkaline ionizers. There's the producers right now. There's your competition, okay? You got and let me show you the volume that each company does. I couldn't get all of them. We couldn't get Panasonic because they make televisions and all other things. I'm talking about straight ionizers. Look at the volume. Enagic outproduces every single ionizer company in the world combined. You can combine all of them. Okay? Unbelievable. Is that crazy? And when somebody tells you, hey, what about Chanson Water? Or, hey, I got a customer that saw KYK. Here's what you do. All you have to do, you know what happens when you Google celebrities on Kangen water? It just comes up. Everybody, every celebrity in the world owns a unit, right? If you put athletes on Kangen water, oh my God, athlete. The first guy you see is Tom Brady. And then you see every athlete you know has it, okay? I know Pacquiao has it because Cynthia sold it. Cynthia sold him like 70-some units. Now, take a look at the other companies. If somebody says, hey, what about KYK? Here, let's see who's using KYK. Put celebrities who uses KYK, and it'll go. In Enagic, it just goes boom, 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 pages, 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 pages. If you go with any other company, bzz, nothing. That's your competition, okay? This is a privately held company with a killer product and timing galore. I've seen this a lot, and the direct sales is projected to go 286 billion. That's the industry you're in. Look at, I mean, the second line says 286. That's crazy numbers, by the way. And if you take a look at see, you can predict what's going to happen to Enagic. Just like a weatherman, just like the bookies here, not bookies, sports agents here, okay? And if you look at the graphs, you can see where Enagic's gonna go. If you look at all the pieces, if you look at the area they're in, because they take up 100 billion of that chunk, okay? And then if you look at every company, there's the top companies that in the direct sales industry. I believe this is the top 11 or something. There they are. It depends where you go to, you'll see, but they're always there. Amway is always there, Herbalife is always there, Vorwerk is always there, Natura is always there. And they do, there's the top here. And look at the billions they do. You know how big, and most people don't know these companies because they don't advertise. Let me show you the bottom one. Prime America, 2.2 billion. That's the look. Let me show you how big that. There's a company called Peloton. Bicycles, exercise. They did 1.8 billion last year. They spent 634 million in advertising to get 1.8 billion. You can Google it. They're not even close to the last one on that chart. Unbelievable. Fiji, yeah, everybody drinks Fiji. You know how big they did? $43 million last year. That's how big billions are. These companies are huge, and they do no advertising. Is that crazy or what? And if you look at the graphs, if you look at the timeline, you'll see something, okay? If you look at Avon, same thing. If you look at Herbalife, same graph. If you look at Mary Kay, the timeline where they introduced their pink Cadillac, when they went New York Stock Exchange, every single company, 100 out of 100, has that same chart. 100 out of 100. They have a formulation area where they're putting the company together. They have an idea. 90% of the companies die here. And then they have an acceleration area where they start putting everything together. And then they have momentum because they hit 3% market penetration and then stability. Now you can join any of these companies up there. You can join Prime America. You can join Nu Skin, Herbalife. You can make money right now with those companies, okay? Because they're good. But if you join them here, you would have made more money because momentum is where the money is made. Now, here, wow, that's a lot of money. Why? Because the overrides of stability and momentum fall into acceleration. It's like water. And then here, that's the biggest money. But that's also the biggest graveyard. Where's Enagic? Right there. It took them 50 years to get there. When do you think they're going to hit momentum? I said this back in 2016. If you take a look at the videos, I said 2025. And I'm on target. 2025 to 2027, Enagic is going to hit momentum. And business is going to explode. Okay? That means market penetration and name penetration and momentum. There's the top 10 direct sales companies in Japan. That's the top 10. Today, Enagic is number 1. They're on the very, very top. Can you believe that? Let me tell you something. Let me just back up here. I think Enagic is going to be the first company that's going to challenge the top 3 direct sales companies which haven't been challenged in 3 decades. I believe it. And the reason is because of the difference of Enagic. Take a look at this. They're an OEM. They're an original equipment manufacturer. That means they don't sub out anything like every other competitor does. Everything Enagic does, they own. They're based international in a very friendly direct sales country. Okay? They have a trend product. It's the next kitchen appliance that everybody's going to own. The only reason people don't own it, they don't know about it. If they're buying bottled water, they're paying for it 10 times. I mean, it's crazy, right? That thing costs about what, 90 cents a day? That's less than 1 bottle of water, and that's unlimited water. And the trend product you have, its water is the byproduct. I mean, who doesn't drink water? It's not like the other direct sales companies where their market's limited. Amway, you have to look for people who likes to clean their house because they sell household stuff. New Skin, you have to look for people who have old skin. You know, I don't know what they sell. Avon and Mary Kay, you have to look for people who don't look good so they can make up their face. Okay? Enagic is water. I mean, everybody, and for pets, oh my God. You gotta, if you have a pet, you guys know how good it is for pets. I have 2 dogs. One we just got that had a bad hit because of the water. It's awesome. The other one is 13 years old, runs around the park, runs up. He tried 2 weeks ago. He tried to climb up the tree, going after squirrels. They've been on the water he's been on the water for 12 years. He's 13 and he runs all. You should see all the other 13-year-olds dogs at the park. They're all on wheelchairs and walkers. You know, it's not that, but you know what I mean. Okay? I'm telling you, the water is awesome. We have 1% market penetration. They just said it in the meeting in there. Which means 99% of the public does not have it. And this is a product everyone's gonna have. I mean, there's 128 million households in the United States. They've sold 1 million. That's less than 1%. So the timing is just phenomenal. And then their 8-point compensation plan. You can, a brand new person makes $340 on a sale, all the way up to $2,000. Is that crazy? I mean, $2,000, but that's not the money. The money is, if you recruit, let's say you're a 6A, and you recruit somebody, and they sold 5 units. They make their money, and you make $2,000 5 times. Because that's your override, because you're a 6A. You can make $2,000 to $340 on what you build. That's why people in the room are making money. And it's not that hard to get to 6A. How many 6As are in the room? Please stand up. Stand up, real quick. Keep quiet. Keep standing. Remain standing. Remain standing. I want all the non-6As to take a look at them. They're not that good looking. I'm just kidding. Have a seat. Congratulations. You can do this. You're going to tell me you can't do that? Anyway, it's a privately held company. This is colossal information for you. Privately held, which means all the profits go to the distributor base instead of the shareholders. Okay, and then last, Mr. Oshiro, you got a guy here that's completely different. I've sat on board meetings all my life. This CEO is completely different. At the last board meeting, he kept telling us we got to increase our UCON. And you know, we got to do this, we got to decrease the cancellation. I thought he was going to say profit. And then he said, the farmers. Somebody was translating for him. He goes, the farmers. We made a commitment to the farmers. He said, the community of farmers, we need to increase the UCON for the farmers. The farmers? I've been in board meetings all my life. I've never heard a CEO talk about the farmers. This guy is completely different. Let me tell you guys something. This is going to be the Tesla of direct sales. This is going to be the Amazon. This is going to be Apple. That's how big Enagic will be. Okay? Your job, you gotta hang on to this whole thing. You gotta hang on to that wave. You gotta learn to drive that vehicle without crashing. Is it easy? No, it ain't easy. If you're a distributor, you're an entrepreneur. And it's not easy. It's simple. Okay, it's very simple, but it's not easy. Why isn't it easy? Because it's hard. It's not hard like you have to run into a building that's on fire, or it's hard because you have to put on stuff that you have to put on bulletproof vests because you're going to get shot today. It's not hard because you have to be smart or strong. No, it's hard because it plays on your emotions. When you recruit somebody, you feel good. When you don't, you feel down. You have to be able to control your emotions. Is it easy? No. But if you're willing to learn the steps, and you're willing to take the steps up there and quit waiting for that elevator ride, I'm telling you, all of you can get up there. No question about it. Here's what you have to learn. Number one, you have to have the desire. Number one is, man, the main thing you have to have, you gotta want it, people. Okay? Define what you want. You must be motivated. You gotta be excited. You gotta visualize. See, the people here, you're creating a lifestyle and instead of just having a life. Most people out there just go through life. Here, have you seen the lifestyles of some of these top people? Where they go, where they live, the cars they drive, where they go on vacation? They're creating a lifestyle. It's such a big difference between life and lifestyle. It's like, I got Harry style. That's big, right? Not to put bad on any other Harrys, but Harry style is very big. All right? That's the difference. You gotta have that burning desire, that extra 1 degree, that one more philosophy, one more call, one more try, one more week, one more shot. Because the difference here between the big shots and the little shots is that the big shots were once little shots that kept right on shooting. There's the difference, okay? Next, you have to have belief. You gotta want it. You gotta have the belief, people. You gotta believe it. That's the trigger. You gotta believe in the company, everything, by the way, is proven. There's only one part that's not proven. And it's you. But you're the strongest link. You're designed for accomplishment. You've been trying to win since you were a kid. In races, in homework, everything you do at your work today, you're trying to win. At poker, you're a winner all the way. You just have to understand that you're a winner. You've done harder things than this. Some of you went through high school. Some of you graduated in college. Some of you went through military. This is not that hard. Some of you have done things 100 times harder. There are distributors in here who are supporting a family. There are distributors in here who gave birth. How hard is that? And if you guys don't think that is hard, put that one on your bucket list. Okay? And there's women in here. You know how hard it is to give birth and painful and everything? There's women in here who went wacko. They did it again. OMG. And you're telling me you can't go 6A? Give me a 9.5 grade. Go sell crazy somewhere. Next is knowledge. You gotta have knowledge. That's the fertilizer for your confidence. How do you find the knowledge? Hey, Google it. Google, it's all out there. Be on the Enagic message alert. Go to live meetings. All the trainers have a top, even the trainers out here that are not training. There's Mary Jane Cruz, she's one of the top trainers. And she has a website. Giordano, he has a website. I told the corporate, Giordano is going to be one of the top guys here because I saw him do a meeting. And you know what makes him super cool? Brianna. Yeah? Giordano wouldn't be that without her. He wouldn't even be Gio, he'd just be Ju. Okay? Next is action. Wow. Do something. Don't just sit there. If you don't have your bait in the water, you're not going to catch any fish. Daily action, weekly action, any action. Okay? Quit worrying about what you don't know how to do. You just need to do more of what you already know how to do. The resources are there, people. All you got to do is be resourceful enough to do the resource. Remember, everything is ignited by action. So you gotta do something. Last is don't quit. Don't quit. Just don't quit. Quitting is not an option. You can make this. You can change your life. And I'm telling you, keep moving forward. Figure it out. Just figure it out, people. Okay? Because you can do this. The maze is not that hard. And behind every maze, there's somebody saying, hey, come over here. You know, some people, and there's disgruntled distributors who come back and try to burn the ship. I mean, they're everywhere around that maze. You have to figure it out. If I gave you that maze right now, and you kept trying, you'd figure out how to get to the middle. That's the same as Enagic. You can do this. The recruiting time is a lot in the beginning, in the end is no more. So success doesn't look like that. It looks like that. Right? And when you get to the top, by the way, you know, hang on to the bars on the side. Your character, your integrity, your honesty. You gotta hang on to that. Because when you get to the top, I'm gonna tell you something. It's all about the people that you meet here. That's what this business is all about. It's about relationships. And I just want to show you I want to show you this. Talking about relationships, that's my family. That's my wife. They didn't know I was going to put this up. Yes, they're in the audience. Yes, they're freaking out. Yes, they're going to kill me after the meeting. That's my wife, Denise. We're celebrating our 40th this 2 months from now. And that's my daughter, Nicole. She just moved back to Newport. Go say hi to her if you see her out there. Say, hey, you're Nicole, okay? I want to close this out now by just listen to this part. And I know I just went a little bit over, but this one is the most important, okay? Because success training is a continuous process, people. You know, you should seek every advantage that this great program has to offer you in a way of helping you become a better and more efficient person. The art of learning, it's such an exciting vocation. And when we stop learning, we begin to die. This next decade in Enagic, it's going to be a diamond decade. For those of you in the room who are ready for success and who don't mind making the sacrifices that have to be made in order to achieve higher goals. We're living in a world today where a person's dreams, they're becoming realities almost as fast as your mind can conceive them. You today are a direct result of those dreams you put feeling and desire into yesterday. In other words, where you are right now, you're where you are because of what you put in 2 years ago, 5 years ago. You want to get to a better tomorrow? You need to put it in now. And to do that, you need to dream big. That's what I love about Enagic. It allows you to dream big. Dream as big as the sky. There's magic in dreams. There's no magic in small dreams. I want you to remember something, that any dream, thought, or idea that you have, it was given to you by a greater power who knew before he, that's a capital H, before he gave you that dream, he knew that you were capable of turning that dream into reality. So for his sake, for your sake, and for the sake of your future, quit limiting yourself. Demand the best that this program has to offer. All you have to do is, one, dream big. Then you have to put some legs on those dreams. Strengthen those legs with knowledge. Apply that knowledge with wisdom. Season that formula with patience. And then wrap it up with determination and a deep belief that you are going to succeed in this program no matter what. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do that, success will be in your hands. And when you get there, you'll understand what Enagic is all about. Because when you get there, you realize you've made mankind your business, the world is your office, and God your boss. Thank you very much.